You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got big news. Eric Brady is completely crushed about Nicole marrying EJ, and even more interesting, Nicole's got some wedding day jitters and somebody crashes their ceremony. Who is it and what will they say? Is it Eric? There is so much to unpack here. I can't wait to tell you about this. These are brand new spoilers from a new Days promo, and I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you the spoilers that tie to it, and then I'm going to show you the promo so you can see it for yourself. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Days updates. Now let's jump right in. So the bulk of this promo is about Nicole and EJ and Eric, but there is some stuff about Chad and Stephanie, and I want to talk about that. That's the first part of the promo, and I've definitely got some things to say and some huge spoilers to drop to you guys. So the first scene is Chad talking to Kate. They're at the Brady pub, and he says, she wants to get married and I don't. And of course, he's talking about Stephanie, and there's a little cutaway scene of Stephanie sitting next to Chad on the couch, and everything looks really kind of tense. And then there's a scene of Stephanie letting her ex, Everett, into the apartment, and Everett says, I want you back so badly. And then he grabs her up for this passionate kiss. So the spoilers for this is that Everett shows up on Monday's episode looking to reconcile. On Friday, remember, she opened the door and we didn't see who she saw, but she dropped the bowl of candy. He's going to pick it back up. Everett's going to hand it to her. So back when Stephanie Johnson lived in Seattle, she and Everett were dating. They were in love. They'd fallen hard for each other. And then he just kind of ghosted her, like he just evaporated. And now, a couple of years on, he's back and he has an explanation. Apparently, it's a pretty good one, but it's also far-fetched. And he insists he never meant to ghost her. I don't know if he's going to say he was kidnapped. You know, it is Days. He could have been taken by aliens. You know, who even knows? So the bottom line is Everett loves her. He wants to be with her, and the timing is right because Chad is taking 2 steps back from her after nearly a year of dating, them living together, her playing stepmom to his kids, a surrogate wife to him. And now he's just kind of rejecting the idea of this future. You know, she asked him on Friday, why did we move in together? And he's like, because that was the next step. And she's like, and what's the step after that? And he's like, getting married. And then he's, you know, he doesn't want to marry her. He's made it very clear Abby was the love of his life. I mean, that's well and good, right? But what happens when the love of your life dies? Is that it? You never have love again. You never open yourself to it. You never let your children see how you heal from a hurt and learn to move on. I mean, I think Chad's setting a bad example for his kids, and he's being a terrible boyfriend, in my opinion. And so there was some more info with context in the Day of Days promo where Chad was telling Stephanie, I trust you, but I don't trust Everett. But let's be real. Why doesn't Chad let Stephanie go, let her pursue something with a man who loves her, who wants to be with her, when Chad clearly doesn't want a long-term thing that I can see? It seems cruel. And, you know, I think Chad maybe has a skewed image of himself. Maybe he needs to check the mirror because he's not a prince. His history is spotty. He impregnated Abby's sister, Gwen. Abby, the love of his life. You know, maybe Stephanie should just run the other way. And by the way, this guy Everett is going to stick around. The actor who plays him, Blake Berris, who of course used to play Nick Fallon, who was a bad guy. Everett, as far as I can tell, is not a bad guy. He seems, you know, to legitimately care about her. I haven't seen any indications that he's bad. He said that he is still taping episodes, which has him in Salem through at least late April of 2024, based on their 6-month ahead filming schedule. So he's around long term. This is not a flash in the pan thing. All right, now let's skip over to the other couple in the promo. And that is, well, actually, I guess a 3-way. It's Eric, Nicole and EJ. Eric runs into a very heavily pregnant Nicole outside of the Brady pub. They have these stairs. Things are awkward. There's no dialogue for that scene. But then we see Marlena talking to Eric, and she says, if this baby were yours, you would have reconciled? Asking him a question, and Eric looks very sad, and he says, in a heartbeat. So, wow, he's with Sloan, but Sloan is clearly his consolation prize. Then we have Nicole on her wedding day speaking to someone, but you can't see who she's talking to. She's in her bridal outfit. She could be talking to her daughter, Holly, maybe with Johnny. Johnny, Chad, and Holly are really the only ones there at the wedding because Chad is officiating, and then EJ's son and her daughter. So Nicole says, when someone has your heart like that, I'm not sure if it's possible to fully let them go. And then the next scene is the EJ wedding. EJ and Nicole are getting married. Chad is officiating, and he says, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband? Nicole looks a little tense. She looks a little doubtful. Maybe some of it's editing, but not really, because she doesn't answer right away, and she's kind of looking really off. And then Chad says, Nicole? She looks past him towards the door because his back is to the living room doors, and looks like she sees something. So I wonder if that's when the wedding crasher shows up. Is it Eric? Maybe, because spoilers for Thursday, November 2nd, the same day that they are having the wedding, says Eric has unresolved feelings for Nicole he needs to address. Also on Thursday, someone crashes the wedding. I mean, I don't think it's EJ's mom, Susan, but it could be. Maybe she came back to see Elvis Jr. get married. There's a voiceover on this promo that's very weird. It doesn't even make sense to me. Maybe when you guys see it, maybe you will hear something I don't, and it'll make sense to you. If it makes sense to you, explain it to me in the comments. So the voiceover is divided into a couple of parts, but I'm just going to say them all together for you. That big, deep, booming voice they use, it says, when you're not on the same page, your love story can be an epic tale. It would have made sense to me if they said epic fail or can't be an epic tale. Maybe I'm not understanding it. When you're not on the same page, your love story can be an epic tale. I don't get it. Do you guys get it? Let me know. All right. I'm going to show you this promo so you can see it all for yourself. I don't have a specific date for when Eric is going to talk to Marlena, but the Everett Stephanie stuff is on Monday. The wedding is on Thursday. So we'll see. Here's that promo for you. Buckle up for that. Please click subscribe if you haven't already. Drop your comments. Click a like if you enjoyed this. Here is that brand new Days of Our Lives promo.
She wants to get married, and I don't.
When you're not on the same page,
I want you back so badly.
Your love story
If this baby were yours, you would have reconciled.
In a heartbeat.
can be an epic tale.
When someone has your heart like that,
Do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I'm not sure if it's possible to fully let them go.
Nicole?